ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
So next concept we can do. Magnetic field due to the circular coil at the center we calculated now. Then what is the magnetic field due to the circular coil? Magnetic field due to the circular coil at an axial point. Magnetic field due to the circular coil at an axial point. See here. So this is the circular coil, this is the center. Now we are calculating magnetic field. Now we are calculating magnetic field at a distance x from the center. So generally this is the circular coil is placed, this is the circle. Now we have to calculate the magnetic field at the center, far away from the center, that is axial point. This is called, this is the axis of rotation, so this is called axial point. So let us say here capital R is the radius of the circle, capital R is the radius of the circle. So now in this situation, how can we calculate the magnetic field at this point? How can we calculate magnetic field at this point? So to calculate the magnetic field, so let us say I am considering the small length element dl here. So current flowing like this, this is the current flow of current condition. So due to this current element, what is the magnetic field at this position? Due to this current element, what is the magnetic field at this position? Let us say it is dB bar magnetic field, small magnetic field due to the small length element, small magnetic field due to the small length element dl is, let us say here it is dB bar. So let us say here it is theta and here it is phi. If we draw the perpendicular here, this is phi and this is 90 minus phi, next is again phi. So let us say this is phi. So this can be written as dB cos phi and this is dB sin phi. So magnetic field can be, this is phi and this is also phi. So the magnetic field can be divided into two mutually perpendicular components. Then this is dB cos phi and this is dB sin phi. In the same way, here I am considering one more length element here. This is top and this is bottom. One more length element dl here. Due to this, the direction of the magnetic field is dB bar here. Due to this length element, the direction of the magnetic field is dB bar here. So this is again phi. So this dB again divided into two components, this dB cos phi and again this is dB sin phi. So opposite components. So the components perpendicular to the axis are cancelled. The components that was perpendicular to the axis are cancelled, or the components along the axis are added up. So see here, so this dB cos phi is perpendicular to the axis and it is also perpendicular to the axis. So the components perpendicular to the axis are cancelled and the components along the axis are added up. The components along the axis are added up. So that's why the total magnetic field, B can be written as integral of dB sin phi, right? So number of components, here I am considering one quantity, here one, top one, here I am considering here one quantity, here one quantity. Let us say like this way I am considering the small length elements, Due to all these length elements, only horizontal components are added up and vertical components must be cancelled. So that's why the total magnetic field. Adding up means just we are integrating this. B is equals to integral of dB sin phi. B is equals to integral of dB sin phi. It's very important it is. Now let us say this distance is small r. The distance is small r. This is the diagrammatical representation. This is the circular current carrying coil. I is the current passing through it is, and we have to calculate the magnetic field due to the circular current carrying coil at an axial point outside this. For that purpose, I am considering the small length element at this position. The magnetic field due to this length element at this position is, this is the direction dB bar, and due to this length element is dB bar. So magnetic field is a vector quantity. We can resolve this dB into two components, dB cos phi, dB sin phi, dB cos phi, dB sin phi. Perpendicular components must be cancelled and the horizontal components must be added up. So adding means just I am considering dB, integral of dB sin phi. But according to Biot-Savart's law, dB can be written as mu naught I dl sin theta by 4 pi r square. Mu naught I dl sin theta by 4 pi r square. This is according to Biot-Savart's law. So based on this, we can write here B is equals to integral of dB can be written as mu naught I dl sin theta by 4 pi r square into sin phi. That is integral of dB sin phi. The magnetic field associated at this position is equals to integral of dB sin phi. So that's why it is. Here theta is angle between current element and position of magnetic field. So that is always equal to 90 degrees. So circumference, this is the direction of the tangent, the angle between this r bar, this r and so we assume 3-dimensionally. So this is the direction of the current element tangentially, and this is the current element, this is the radius. Here the current travelling in this direction and this is the radius. So 3-dimensionally you have to assume, then always theta must be equal to 90. So therefore B is equals to integral of mu naught I dl sin 90 divided by 4 pi r square into sin phi. So therefore B is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi r square integral of dl sin phi. But from this diagram, what we can write, sin phi can be written as opposite side by hypotenuse. Sin phi can be written as opposite side by hypotenuse, capital R by small r. So therefore B is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi r square sin phi, capital R by small r, integral of dl. So B is equals to mu naught I r divided by 4 pi r cube, integral of dl is 2 pi r. The total length of the circle, integral of dl is nothing but the total length of the circle is 2 pi r. So this can be written as B is equals to mu naught I 2 pi r square divided by 4 pi into, what is the value of r? Here the value of r, under root r square plus x square. R is nothing but under root r square plus x square, Pythagoras theorem according to this. So it is r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. This is the magnetic field associated with the circular coil at an axial point. Magnetic field associated with the circular point at an axial point. Circular coil at axial point. mu naught I 2 pi r square divided by 4 pi r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. This is for one turn. If it is n turns, into n we have to substitute. So here let us say for n turns, the circular coil having n turns, then B can be written as mu naught I n 2 pi r square divided by 4 pi into r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. This is for n turns. So this formula is important here. Based on this formula we can do different things here. What is that? So that is B is equals to mu naught I n 2 pi r square divided by 4 pi into r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. So this is the magnetic field associated with the circular coil at an axial point. Magnetic field associated with the circular coil at an axial point. So here if the current is in this direction, if the circular coil is like this, here the circular coil is like this, if the current is travelling like this, the direction of the magnetic field is in this direction. If the current is travelling like this, the direction of the magnetic field is like this. Everything, anything we can calculate it with the help of right hand thumb rule here, the direction of the current and magnetic field. So here this is the direction of the current, this is the direction of the magnetic field, and this is the direction of the current, this is the direction of the magnetic field. So this is the formula. Now in this situation, see here, from this relation, if x is equals to 0, so from this relation if x equals to 0, what we can write? B is equals to mu naught I n 2 pi r square divided by 4 pi r square plus 0 square whole power 3 by 2. So B is equals to mu naught n 2 pi r square divided by 4 pi into, let us say this is r cube, then 2 pi 2s are r square r, then B can be written as mu naught n I by 2r. So that means at the center of the circular path, what is the magnetic field? Mu naught n I by 2r. We already calculated previously. This is at the center. Magnetic field at the center of the circular path, mu naught n I by 2r, or this is based on this. If x equals to 0, when it is if x equals to 0. So that is the situation. Now so see here B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi I n 2 pi r square divided by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. This is the formula here. In this, so B can be written as mu naught by 4 pi I n 2 pi r square divided by, here r square common, what we can write? 1 plus x square by r square whole power 3 by 2. Here in this relation just r square being common, 1 plus x square by r square. So that is equals to mu naught by 4 pi I n 2 pi r square divided by r square common, r square whole power 3 by 2, this is r cube into 1 plus x square by r square whole power 3 by 2. Mu naught I n 2 pi r square divided by 4 pi r cube into 1 plus x square by r square whole power 3 by 2. R square by r cube, 2 pi 2s are mu naught I n divided by 2r into, this can be written as 1 plus x square by r square whole power minus 3 by 2. This denominator comes to the root. mu naught in by 2r into 1 plus x square by r square whole power minus 3 by 2. So, this is equals to mu naught ni by 2r. For according to binomial expansion, just we have to consider the first term 1 plus x whole power n, that is 1 plus nx. So, that means 1 minus 3 by 2 x square by r square. 1 plus x whole power n is equals to 1 plus nx. Just we have to consider the first term. What is the n value here? Minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 x square by r square. So, this is at an axial point. So, B axial point is equals to, what is the mu naught ni by 2r? Magnetic field at the center. Magnetic field at the center into 1 minus 3 by 2 x square by r square. So, therefore, B axial point divided by B center is equals to 1 minus 3 by 2 x square by r square. So, the ratio of the magnetic field at an axial point to the center point is equals to 1 minus 3 by 2 x square by r square, where x is axial point, r is the radius of the circle. Here, if this relation must be holds good when x must be less than r. This relation holds good when x must be less than r. So, remember, that is very important. If x is greater than r, the magnetic field becomes negative, that is not possible. So, here x must be less than r. So, this is the relation here. So, complete derivation it is, mathematical derivations it is. So, main thing here, integral of dl is 2 pi r, total length of the circle 2 pi r. So, that is why here this formula will come, mu naught I 2 pi r into r square divided by 4 pi into r square plus x square, small r value, Pythagoras theorem by using like this. Based on that, if x equals to 0, that becomes the center point, or other than center point, certain at any axial point. So, that is x less than r, x less than. If x is greater than r, then we must use this relation directly. In this situation, if x is greater than r, we must use this relation. So, like that. So, BA by BC is equals to 1 minus 3 by 2 x square by r square, x square by r square, like this. Next. So, this is the magnetic field associated due to the circular coil at an axial point. So, next, in the same situation, next, generally in magnetism and matter, we discussed about one concept, that is magnetic moment. So, magnetic moment, how can you define magnetic moment? The product of pole strength and length of the magnets. The product of the pole strength and length of the magnet is called magnetic moment. So, here magnetic pole strength unit ampere meter and length unit meter. Magnetic pole strength unit is ampere meter, length unit is meter. So, this can be written as ampere meter square. The unit of magnetic moment is ampere meter square. Ampere in the sense current. This is, so this is also one of the formula of magnetic moment in terms of current. Magnetic moment in terms of current, that is I into A. Ampere is nothing but current. Meter square is nothing but area. M is equals to IA. Magnetic moment M can be written as pole strength into length of the magnet. Pole strength into length of the magnet. Pole strength can be written as ampere meter and length of the magnet is nothing but meter. So, ampere meter square, that is I into A. I into A. So, now how can we derive this? How can you derive this? M is equals to Ia. That's we have to derive right now. So that means magnetic moment associated with the current carrying circular coil. So the concept is magnetic moment associated with circular current carrying coil. Magnetic moment associated with circular current carrying coil. How can you do this? So see here. So magnetic field associated with the circular coil at an axial point. At an axial point. What is the formula we got? Mu naught by 4 n 2 pi r square divided by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. This is the formula we got. B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi I n 2 pi r square divided by r square plus x square whole power 3 by 2. This is the formula we got. So this is the magnetic field associated with the circular coil at an axial point. See here. So that means at this position, this is the direction of the magnetic field, personal dB sin theta, like that, whatever it is, at that position. So in this, if x is very much greater than r, so that means the distance from the center is very much greater than r, x is very much greater than r, then we can write r square plus x square nearly equal to x square. Neglect r square. So from this we can write B is equals to mu naught I n 2 pi r square divided by 4 pi into x square whole power 3 by 2. B equals to mu naught I n 2 pi r square divided by 4 pi into x square whole power 3 by 2. So from this B is equals to mu naught I n into, this is 2a divided by 4 pi x cube, since area of the circular coil is pi r square. For our convenience, area of the circular coil is pi r square is considered as area. So from this we can write B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi 2 into Nia divided by x cube, mu naught by 4 pi 2 into Nia divided by x cube, Nia divided by x cube. So here, so this is the situation, but this is in the form B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi 2m by x cube or d cube, whatever it is. Magnetic field due to the bar magnets, magnetic field due to the bar magnets at an axial point, magnetic field due to the bar magnet at an axial point. What is the formula? Mu naught by 4 pi 2m by d cube. At an equatorial point, mu naught by 4 pi m by d cube. This is in this format. So from this, if we compare these two, therefore magnetic moment can be written as Nia. Magnetic moment associated with the circular coil M is equals to, what we can write it as, Nia. That is the magnetic moment. If the number of turns is 1, here if number of turns is equals to 1, then M can be written as Ia. M can be written as Ia. So that is the magnetic moment. That is the derivation previous, just by using the pole strength into length of the magnet. So by based on that unit we derived this Ia, that here based on this formula M is equals to Ia. So this is the This is the relation exists due to the current flowing through the circular coil, the magnetic field at the axial point. So, this is from this, if x is very much greater than r, so this distance is very much greater than r. In that bar magnet also, the distance from the center is much greater than length of the magnet. Distance from the center of the magnet from that position is much greater than length of the magnet. D very much greater than L. Then L must be neglected. In the same way here, R must be neglected by using that. M is equals to NIA. This is the magnetic moment. So, the magnetic moment associated with the circular coil M is equals to IA. So, M is equals to I into area is pi r square. Area is equals to pi r square. So, that is magnetic moment depends on what factors it is. So, here magnetic moment depends on area of cross section of the circular coil and current passes through the circular coil. Magnetic moment depends on area of cross section of the circular coil and current passes through the circular coil. If the number of turns is also mentioned, number of turns is more, magnetic moment also more. If the number of turns is less, magnetic moment also less, like that. So, magnetic moment depends on these factors. M is equals to IA, or I into area is pi r square. Area is equals to pi r square. So, that is the situation. So, this is the magnetic moment associated with a circular current carrying coil. Magnetic moment associated with the circular current carrying coil. So, that is the M is equals to IA. Unit, current unit is ampere, area unit is meter square. Depends on what factors? Number of turns, currents and area. Number of turns, current and area. So, that is the magnetic moment. Next, so next in this, if a charged particle of charge q moving in a circular path of radius r with speed v, a charged particle of charge q moving in a circular path of radius r with speed v. Find magnetic moment associated with this motion. Find the magnetic moment associated with this motion. So, that is the question. So, here let us say the magnetic moment formula is equals to, for 1 turn let us say IA, the magnetic moment M is equals to IA. So, M can be written as, I can be written as Q by T into A, current, rate of flow of charge, and again here M can be written as Q by, so the charged particle moving in a circular path. For one circle, so we can radius r, time can be written as distance by speed. Time is equals to distance by speed. Time distance for one circular path, it is 2 pi r by v. If the charged particle completes one circle, time can be written as 2 pi r by v. So, time can be written as here 2 pi r by v into area is pi r square. So, M is equals to qv by 2 pi r into pi r square. Pi gets cancelled, 1 r cancelled. So, magnetic moment is equals to half qvr. magnetic moment associated with that is equals to half QVR, where Q is the charge of the charged particle and V is the speed of the charged particle and R is the radius of the charged particle. Q is the charge, V is the velocity or speed, R is the radius of the circular path. Now, from this, here we know angular momentum associated, angular momentum can be written as mvr, I omega or mvr. So, from this we can write Vr is equals to L by m. So, the relation between magnetic moment and angular momentum. So, here therefore, m is equals to half QVR, but m can be half Q into, in place of Vr we can write L by m. So, therefore, m is equals to Q by 2m into L. So, the magnetic moment is equals to Q by 2m times the angular momentum associated with same motion. If the charged particle moving in the circular path, so we have the magnetic moment, at the same time we have the angular momentum also, angular momentum formula mvr. So, from this Vr can be written as L by m. So, from this m bar is equals to Q by 2m into L bar. So, this magnetic moment associated with that motion is equals to Q by 2m times the angular momentum. Magnetic moment is equals to Q by 2m times the angular momentum. So, from this m by L is equals to Q by 2m, this is the constant value. So, this is called gyromagnetic ratio. So, the ratio of magnetic moment to angular momentum, the ratio of magnetic moment to angular momentum is equals to Q by 2m, that is called the gyromagnetic ratio. For any given charged particle, the mass of the charged particle we can substitute, that is called the gyromagnetic ratio. This gyromagnetic ratio changes for given particle. For electron, the charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19, mass is equals to 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31. But for a proton, charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 only, but mass is equals to 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27. So, that is why for different particles this gyromagnetic ratio will be changes. So, that is, this is called, what is it? The ratio of magnetic moment to angular momentum. The ratio of magnetic moment to angular momentum is called, what is it? Gyromagnetic ratio. So, this is the thing in this. Next, in the same situation, here we have if a charged particle, or here if an electron of charge E moving in a circular path of radius r with speed v, find the magnetic moment associated with that motion. In this situation, electron, so magnetic moment is equals to Ia, same derivation, I is equals to Q by T, in place of that I am writing E by T into area is pi r square. E by T can be written as 2 pi r by V again, so that is pi r square. M is equals to EV by 2 pi r into pi r square, r cancel, pi cancel. M is equals to half EVR. So, the magnetic moment is equals to half EVR, where E is the charge of electron, speed of the charged particle, r is the radius. But from Bohr's second postulates, mvr is equals to nh by 2 pi. from the Bohr's second postulate, mvr is equals to nh by 2 pi. So from this we can write vr is equals to nh by 2 pi m. From Bohr's second postulate, from Bohr's theory, in that second postulate mvr is equals to nh by 2 pi, then vr equals to nh by 2 pi m. So therefore magnetic moment is equals to half E into, in place of vr we can substitute nh by 2 pi m. So m is equals to NEH by 4 pi m. This here, in this, if n is equals to 1, that is the ground state of the hydrogen atom. So let us say from this m can be written as EH by 4 pi m. EH by 4 pi m. This is called Bohr magneton. M is equals to EH by 4 pi m. This is called Bohr magneton. So what is the value of this? Is the constant value. EH by 4 pi m is the constant value. So what is that value? Let's calculate. E is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. H 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 divided by 4 into pi is 3.14. M is mass of an electron 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31. This value is, this is called Bohr magneton. So magnetic moment of the electron in the first ground state of the hydrogen atom, that is called Bohr magneton. So this value remains constant, 1.6 into 6.625 divided by 4 into 3.14 into 9.1 into, so 10 to the power of, this 31 comes to the numerator, minus 3 minus 22 it is, 19 minus 3, 22. Here 4 0.4s. So m is equals to 0.4 into 6.625 divided by 3.14 into 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 22. So this value is constant. So how much this value? Let's calculate that. .4 into 6.625. So this value is 0.0927 into 10 to the power of minus 22, or 9.3 approximately into 10 to the power of minus 24, 2 zeros, 9.3 into 10 to the power of 24. So this is called, this is the constant value, and this is called the Bohr magneton, 9.3 into 10 to the power of minus 24, magnetic moment of the electron in the ground state of the hydrogen atom. So that is the Bohr magneton. That value remains constant, 9.3 into 10 to the power of minus 24 ampere meter square, sorry. So this is the magnetic field due to the circular coil and magnetic moment associated with the circular coil, everything like this.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.